The Xbox Series X is finally here. I picked it up this morning, about to unbox it for you right quick, and then we're going to jump into some NBA 2K21 gameplay because it is really the only sports game that's out right now that is actually made for next gen. So you can see here, got it earlier this morning, unboxing it. Honestly, the console is a lot smaller than it looked to me in pictures. It takes up, not too much space on your desk. When you lay it sideways, it's pretty much the same length as the Xbox One X, but of course you want to stand it up like this, and you can see it really does not take up a lot of space. Kind of a fan of the design, honestly. So also want to show you just how quick it is to actually load a game. So I'm going to go close out NBA 2K21 here. This is the next gen version, and then we're popping it up. It's going to take a little less than 20 seconds to load the full game, and if you've played 2K games, you know just how long the loading is for 2K games. It's crazy. I also did pop in the current gen version of Madden 21 just to kind of test it out, and I could literally load into a game of Madden 21 in 3 seconds flat, like from the player selection screen. And look, as you can see, we're already into NBA 2K21, less than 20 seconds. That's pretty crazy. That's insanely fast load times, to be honest with you. So we're gonna jump into a game real quick. I'm gonna use my Pelicans, gonna go up against the Brooklyn Nets. So we got the Kyrie KD thing going on there. This is my first game of 2K21, so I haven't really been too familiar with it this year. You can see we hit start game, and watch how quick it loads into the game. Of course, you have these cutscenes. If you want to watch them, you can skip right through this and already be ready to tip off at this second. But I just let them play out just so you can kind of see the graphics and stuff like that. Keep in mind, my capture card is only a 1080p capture card. At that, I really do need to get a 4K one, and I'm going to do that before the next gen version of Madden comes out next month. But even with only being able to capture in 1080p, you can just see how crazy these graphics are. So just imagine actual 4K. Like, it's amazing. Like, 2K has definitely outdone themselves in terms of how the game looks, how smooth it is, and I mean, I'm excited to see where these next gen consoles go. They're so smooth, they look great, the power that they have, the load times are super fast. Everything is a possibility. So what we're going to do here is play a full game. Some of it's going to be edited up. Some parts I'll talk, some parts I won't talk. I'll just let the commentary play out. It just depends. But I'm going to play the first few possessions on the broadcast camera just so you can get a look at it. And then we're going to jump to the 2K camera. A lot of people haven't really been showing footage on the 2K camera, which is the camera that most people play on. It's the best camera angle for actual gameplay, but the broadcast camera, without a doubt, is the best in terms of just visual quality. Like, it looks like a real basketball game. Like, if you are watching this right now, you could mistake this for a real basketball game. If you were letting this run on your TV and you walked past the TV in your room, you would think you have a real game on TV, which is, I mean, it's just crazy. Like, watch this close-up of Brandon Ingram right here when they show him. Just watch how real this man looks. Like, hats off to 2K. I'm really hoping EA comes with something when it comes to Madden. We haven't heard anything yet still. We should be hearing things soon. So if you want to always be up to date with some more of the next gen news and stuff in terms of Madden, make sure to subscribe, turn on the bell icon so that you don't miss those uploads. There should be some trailers and deep dive info dropping any day now because the game is less than 3 weeks away. So, but for now, we're showcasing the power of the next gen consoles with 2K21, which is, the other big really sports game in the market that's not made by EA Sports. Now, of course, we know 2K kind of, for the problems they've had over the years, they still outdo themselves in a way that EA doesn't. I mean, you look what they did with the city. We're not even diving into that in this video. We're just showing some regular gameplay, just looking at the graphics, looking at the player movement, the smoothness. We're not even diving to the fact that they have a little mini like GTA open world in the city where you can play at the park and you can travel around this little city. Madden is just years behind with that. We're not also considering the fact that this game has the deepest franchise mode I've ever seen in a game with my NBA. Whether you want to be the GM, the coach, you've got all these rules and things at your disposal, all these little things that, Madden is not even probably 20% of that in terms of their franchise mode. So 2K really outdid themselves. I mean, just a little bit that I've played, it definitely seems worth the purchase to me. But as you can see, I mean, it's just, I don't know. This game so far, just especially taking a year off. I say a year off. I played 2K20, but I did not play 2K21 on current gen, which is part of the reason why I'm pretty rusty on this game here. I haven't even experienced the new shot meter and none of that stuff yet. So, you know, it's been kind of rough. You see, as we switch to the 2K cam, immediately getting a steal and going the other way. Once you switch to the 2K cam, things get a little easier because it's just hard to play on that broadcast camera, but it does just look incredible. So I wanted to make sure to get, you know, a little bit of footage of that for you guys. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely happy with what I've seen so far with the 2K game. It feels really, really responsive. The dribbling, the driving, the way you can use the pro stick to, you know, kind of alter your shots in midair, especially going for layups or like contested shots. Definitely think some good additions to the game, but I don't know. I mean, you know, I've played 2K for a lot of years. I've played a lot of Madden. This felt more responsive than any of those past games that I played on the last generation, because just the dribbling and the speed at which you can kind of move around. I don't know. It really felt like it was just smoother, and it should be. It should be smoother when you're talking about, you know, the higher frames per second and just all that other stuff, the power that these consoles have. That's exactly what it should feel like. It should feel smoother. So, you know, I don't know. We gotta wait and see what EA comes with. But right now, that they've been quiet, which is one of two things. It's either bad news or it's great news. You know, there's really no in between. We'll kind of see how that goes. I'm gonna let you hear some of the commentary now for a little bit, and then we'll be back with some more of my commentary.
And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you think, guys?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Holiday and Ingram at the 2 and the 3. Jaleel Okafor is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Become more mindful of him pulling up for jump shots, especially at that spot.
Allen, the pass to LeVert. Allen a screen. Blocked by Ingram. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by... Pass to LeVert. Now here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Now you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
The Pelicans have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Ingram. There's Ball with a 3. Nails it from 3. 7 points in the game.
So much talk about the improvement in Lonzo Ball's three-point mechanics. It takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Now quiet so far offensively. Outside Holiday. Into the lane. Pass to Favors. Back to Holiday. Can't hit that time. Nice D from Allen. To the paint. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Redick on the wing. 3-pointer.
And there you have it with the first green release. It took long enough. It took all the way until the second quarter. Like I said, I'm not a 2K savant or anything like that. I'm a pretty casual 2K player. I dabble in the park a little bit. I play some My Career, but you know, I'm not as well versed in 2K like I am in Madden. But you know, once that first green dropped, you're gonna see we got a few more greens that'll be dropping in. But again, you know, like I said, it was. I mean, you can't you know, help but be impressed by how it looks. This looks like a next-gen game to me, and when you consider the fact that we're at that point where, you know, the graphics really can only jump so much at this point. You know, the lighting and all that stuff can get a lot better, of course, and it has with these games, but, you know, this feels like a next-gen game. It looks like a next-gen game. Like, this is what I expect when I'm jumping to another console. I mean, look at the up-close of Jackson Hayes. Just, I mean, you know... We went in the last gen and we saw what players looked like, and we were like, oh, how could it get any better than this? And I mean, just look at where we're at now. It's just like, where do we go from here? I'm not even sure. And it's just the first iteration. Where are we gonna be, you know, 3-4 years from now? So again, really looking forward to seeing what EA brings to the table with Madden. It's gonna have to be a lot, and I mean a lot, to even come close to what 2K has done, to be quite honest. But here we go with the little halftime interview.
I miss a lot of shots. I'm just trying to be aggressive. I'm missing wide open threes and some shots I normally hit, so I just got to continue to keep being aggressive. My teammates looking for me. We got to do a better job on the defensive end.
Well, sometimes defense can lead to offense, so best of luck moving forward, guys.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. LeVert with the ball. Guarded now by Ball.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right?
We back at it in the second half here, and we only got a small lead here, and against the computer, that's not going to do. We're trying to get a little crazy here with Brandon Ingram with the step back, really deep, and we bricked it, but we got to put some points together here because we can't be out here like having close games with the computer. Like I don't care if this is my first game of 2K. I don't care if the difficulty isn't super hard. You need to be better than that against the computer, and we're just throwing up bricks right now, to be quite honest with you. But let me know how you feel about this below. Let me know, what do you think? How does it look? Are you excited? Or some people still aren't impressed with 2K from what I've seen. So I guess it just depends on your expectations to me, and maybe part of that is because I'm more like hardcore of a Madden gamer than a 2K gamer. When you jump over to this, it just feels crazy. Well, we got another green dropping. I mean, look, we got one, we got two, we didn't get three there, but Zion, I mean, look, you could tell the difficulty ain't too hard. We're like kind of in that mid-tier. We're not on Hall of Fame because, we're even dropping threes with Zion. Now, we know Zion can hit threes. We've seen him do it in the NBA, but that's definitely not his go-to, if we're being honest there. So to hit one in the game, not always going to be very likely. As here we got Brandon Ingram on the mid-range, green once again. We're kind of putting some distance between us and the Nets at the moment with all of these green releases, and Zion with the block out of bounds. I mean, that's what you expect Zion to do. You can't just shoot over Zion like that. I mean, look, that's what he does. That's easy work for him, if we're being honest. But we got a little distance between us and the Nets. We're going with the alley-oop to Jackson Hayes. Watch it on the replay. So nice, you gotta see it twice. But again, let me know what you guys think about this below. Also, once this game is over in a little bit, because we're gonna have some clips kind of cut up here to kind of speed through this, but once it's over, I also want to show you the quick resume feature, which is a new thing coming to the next gen consoles, and it's honestly such a small thing and big thing at the same time that you can literally just go jump into a game. Like, you could be mid-game, get out of that game, jump into another game, and then leave that game, jump right into where you left off in the last game without having to reload the entire game again. That is just, it's about convenience. Like, that's one of the big things I expect when I go to next gen. I expect convenience on top of power, on top of looks, but the convenience features that, the faster load times, the fact that I can jump into multiple games. It's not just one other game. I could have 3, 4, 5 games open and jump right back into all of them and just jump between games and not have to load. Those are the kind of things that, it kind of takes it to that next level for me, because you already know the power is going to be there, it's going to look good, the games are going to be smoother, there's going to be more capabilities, but the little convenience on top of it just makes it just so much easier to game, So here we are, end of the third. Kyrie's going to try to get a little crazy here, kind of a deep three, just chucking it up, nails it. Not liking that very much, but you know what, we got JJ Redick, we're going to throw something up, bang! At the buzzer. Look, I told you the difficulty ain't that hard. I'm more so just trying to show you how the game looks. If you're coming to me to try to see some advanced 2K skills, or someone that is a great 2K player, you're on the wrong channel. And right there, let's be honest, we didn't have to throw the alley-oop. We had the easiest layup of all time with Lonzo, but that's not fun. I'm trying to get Zion involved with the alley-oop. Kind of does a little windmill type action there, and I mean, you gotta love it. But yeah, if you're coming here looking for 2K skills, you're on the wrong channel. Now, if you want some Madden skills, I can help you with that a little bit, but Madden's not out on next gen yet because EA is just taking all day. So we want to show off, what a next gen sports game is capable of looking and performing like on next gen. And right now, 2K is that game, and I'm probably gonna be playing a lot of this. Another green from Zion. I mean, look, it took us a while, but we started piling them up. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys what a next-gen sports game looks like. I'm definitely going to be playing this until Madden comes out. And Madden better have something to offer, or we might just be on 2K for the rest of the year in terms of just me playing in my downtime, because, you know, I mean, just JJ Redick, I mean, bang. I mean, it's bang. We're just dropping them in. We're just running away with it right now. The Nets struggling to buy buckets, and yeah, but yeah, if Madden doesn't come with something crazy, we're just gonna be on 2K, you know, for the rest of the year, and hope Madden 22 can right the wrongs of Madden 21, where they've just gone, you know, severely wrong with a lot of things. I mean, the step back Brandon Ingram, we almost got it. You thought it was gonna be another bang, but we bricked it. He bricked, I think, all of those step back threes that I tried taking with him, but he on the mid range, I was drilling the mid range with him, and you know Brandon Ingram does have a nice slick little mid range. Another alley-oop to Zion, and that's how we're gonna end it off right there. Now I do want to get you into this quick resume feature in a second. This is going to be the last play here of the game. As you see, we had to put it in there. One more green, we had to put it in there. You had to see it so that you know I'm not horrible. I'm not god awful. Now look, we're at the 2K screen here. We're gonna pull up the little menu with the Xbox button. We're gonna jump right into Madden 21. Now watch, this is gonna take about maybe roughly 7 to 10 seconds. Not too crazy. Like I said, better than waiting, you know, like 30 seconds to restart the whole game and then you have to jump into a new game. No, we're gonna jump right mid into this last game that I left off at, and I did this on purpose just so I could showcase it. Look, we're in the second quarter. I'm about to receive a punt. It was that easy. We jumped right back into it. To me, that, and don't get me wrong, PlayStation's gonna have this too, but just next gen in general, that's an awesome feature to me. You don't have to close out of all your games and load back into them. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Kind of a late upload, but definitely told you guys I would get it up, so I wanted to get it up for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time.